What's going on, you guys? Today, just want to do a short video, pretty much just explaining how to play Ella on Oregon whenever you guys are going the very top floor, and obviously you're on defense. So like I said, for me, the way I play Ella is I like to control this main, I guess, first floor right here. So this is exactly where I'm gonna put my first Ella, and I'll explain my reasoning for it as well. So I'm putting my first Ella mine right here just to cover this area. So if anybody eventually pushes up through here, they're gonna end up triggering the mine because I like to play a little bit in this area over here. This will at least give me like a little bit of knowledge, like, hey, someone's in this area, I need to watch out. So we go all the way over here, just playing on the very top floor. Second Ella mine is just gonna go right there. So if the people coming from this area over here decide to finally push up, but they don't go this way, I can know which way that they're gonna end up taking. So kind of like if they're branching off, I can also kind of react to it like right from here, immediately react, and then kind of hit that flank immediately right there. The last one is literally just going to be right here. Obviously, this is just for flank purposes. Attic can get busy. If they can't get through attic for some reason, they're more likely going to want to push up through here. Most people aren't going to go down and all the way around. It's going to take too much time. They're going to come through this exact, I guess, choke point right here. So this is kind of the area I like to patrol. Is just kind of have this main three areas locked down right here. Going in a meeting hall. You easily react off this one if I'm playing in this kitchen area. Just having the last one just all the way over there as well. But like I said, this is kind of the area where I like to play at. I try to hold this area down as much as possible, so that way I'm able to hit like an easy flank. Like I said, bam, go right here, bam, already got all the way right over here. So that's just like how I would eventually end up playing Ella. Just starting off, or just some like beginner tips for people who are just getting to Ella. It kind of helps out just to know where you need to put your Ella mines at, just so you have a general idea. Like her gadget, because she is kind of underplayed in my defense. Was just to give her this barbed wire. That barbed wire is actually really good. You can hold down a whole bunch of areas with just 2 barbed wire and then 3 of her mimes. You can lock down a whole fucking floor. Like I said, first spawn in on obviously downstairs on the basement level. If you got the shotty, just go ahead and make a rotate for your team. And then pretty much as soon as I do that, make the required rotates and head holes, I immediately just come all the way over here. Like I said, this is how I play. You guys might play a little different, or you might have a different thinking than me. Like I said, if you guys do have that different way of thinking, just let me know down in the comments, and I'll see if I can make any comparisons. The first thing I'm gonna do is really just throw an Elamine right here. Same place that you guys seen from last time. This Elamine is just really crucial to my game plan on Oregon. It's like that last second notification, like, hey, someone's swinging you. You need to pay attention to this shit like right now. Even though it's like you don't have that much time to react. If he catches me in this area, the range from it, as you guys can see, is going to trigger way before that part, before they even get over here. It's going to trigger like around this area, as long as it hits that required radius so they don't see it. So I kind of put it a little bit off. A good player, if they swinging right, they're going to be able to see it. So more likely I'll just put it like right about there. Like I said, as long as it triggers like right here in this area, I still have enough time to react to that to not get caught with my pants down and just immediately just laser me right there. But that's just playing the second location. And then obviously we're just gonna come over here because I want to lock down this area. This is my main objective pretty much. And just throw an Elamine literally just right there. And that's to cover this flank again. It's not over here in this area because some people might come through meeting room. Like I said, I don't really want to play meeting room right now. I can kind of just focus on that later, but this is my main part, I guess, of right here. Obviously, hatch will be reinforced. I'll grab that on my way over here. But I want to kind of contest meeting room as much as possible, but not like, you know, be in the event, like immediate vicinity of it. Obviously, we got the Elamine right here, and obviously this is where the barbed wire comes in a whole bunch of handy with. Is just putting the barbed wire in areas just like right here. Maybe place it to where they have to knock, like, yeah, they gotta get all the way up on the door just so they can hit it. And the last barbed wire, you can either just, I would just say, I was gonna say put on the window, but that's fucking retarded. Just put it like right here, if anything. Let's go ahead and shut that fucking radio up. But that's where I put the last barbed wire at. Like I said, the entire game plan for me is just kind of contest this kitchen area and then also put pressure near the security corridor, this area over here, but also having access to meeting hall. That's kind of the main objective pretty much. It's just like, obviously people are going to come through this way. It's the way that they feel like the most safest. They might also come from front door, which would be stupid, or the main window over here. Like I said, obviously we got this Elamine hanging right here. They come over here trying to hit the flank or they're trying to roam clear. hits trigger it, more likely they're gonna pull back, and they'll end up coming into this area over here. If I'm able to hear it correctly, might be able to get like a shot off through this little kitchen area over here, because this is like, I guess this is my main base of operations. It's kind of funny because literally the security office, but this is mostly where I'll be playing as. Just like this, it's just the easiest. Obviously, we got the barbed wire all the way down there that covers that flank, and then we have the Ella mine right here in case somebody tries to get over up in this area. But you can also swap these two. You can actually kind of put the Ella mine way over there, and then move the barbed wire from there to here. And like I said, you got all this pressure on meeting room. You can use the Ella mines if you want to, like I said, just to know where people are going or where you want them to kind of tunnel into. All right, you guys, now that we spawned back in, we got over here in the kitchen area, and then we got meeting hall as well. This is just for the objectives you're playing. I'll show you how I'm going to be playing this strict objective site right here. First things first, obviously you can go up here, come grab hatch, and go up white steps, just depending on where you spawn at. But for me, this is the main objective of what we're trying to do. We want to control the upstairs area. We don't really want them putting too much pressure from above, so we're trying to slow them down by like a bunch and stop them from just putting a whole bunch of pressure, obviously from the dorm main hall and then kids dorm as well. First thing first, to get this fucking radio out of here. Holy fuck, that's loud. First way we can deal with kind of avoiding people from coming up on this way is obviously people are gonna be coming from this way, trying to contest kitchen from this direction over here. So one of the few things that you can kind of deal with when people are pushing up through here, if you're worried about them hitting the flank, is obviously just put an Ella mine. I'll say just put an Ella mine like right there. Kind of keep it out of the window point of view. But obviously some people are coming over there, so obviously on the trigger. Or like I said, if you want to, just depends on how you want to play or how fast you think your reaction time is. You can put it literally just right here. That should be more than enough time for you to hear the sound, recognize where it came from, and realize someone's pushing up on your flank. We're not going to worry about big window. That's loud as hell. Same thing with this window. Someone comes up, you should know when someone's going to be swinging you. Last little area, like I said, I would just put it right here in this area because it's only one entry point. Unless they're going to come through here. We'll say barricade this off. Yeah, just barricade this off and you just put it right here. Like I said, you got this one all the way over here. If they come through this way, just off the proximity alone, it's still going to trigger. Let's say they did avoid this one because they didn't want to come through this barricade and they just came through here. Obviously, just blow it open, breach charge. Just put it right here. Still going to hit that. They're still going to hit that proximity, even though it's right on the edge. They're still going to hit it. And just keep it right there. They'll hit the threshold. It'll detonate, and you'll have more than enough time to react. Like I said, we want to mainly stop people from coming over here, gaining access to hatch, and then just putting pressure on kitchen. We just kind of want to avoid that overall. So you can obviously barricade that off. That's another sound cue, not just using the Elamon, but literally just them breaking the barricade. We're not going to really worry too much about attic over here. You can kind of, if you have the reinforcements, you kind of just reinforce it off at the beginning of the prep phase, just to kind of help you out. That's just like, I guess, help keep the flow, help you keep where the attackers are mostly coming from. Obviously, they blow it open. That will help you even a bunch, because now you got all that audio cues. You know that someone just blew open attic, and then you kind of be a little bit more cautious where you swing at, stuff along those lines. And then same thing, you want easy access to dorms, so you can just keep going in and out. Someone's over here, you can kind of flank around from this side because you got the Elamine over here on white steps. So that's pretty much the whole game plan from this area. They can't really, attackers really can't get in this area without you knowing. They hit that window, you're gonna hear it. They come up white steps, you're gonna hear it. Same thing with this window as well. They break it, you're gonna hear it. And then this general area over here, this would really be the only weak spot. But then, like I said again, you have the Elamine straight over here. So no matter which way they come from, you're gonna be able to have some type of sound detection. Even if you're like playing all the way over here for this window, you'll be able to hear them breaking it. So the main objective is you just want to control this whole upstairs area. You don't want them to get access to that, or if they do get access, eventually a good team's going to be able to get access. You want to just kind of slow them down pretty much. You don't want them to just take that objective point, that instant choke point, just instantly. You don't want them to have access to it just right off the bat. As soon as the round starts, you don't want them to have that. You can kind of alternate between using the Scorpion or using her actual shotty. For me, I got used to controlling a recoil for the Scorpion, so I started using it a little bit more. But like I said, first things first, like before we put the Elamine right here, really no reason to. Our team should be contesting this or holding angles, or at least have some general knowledge of who's in this area. So first things first, when you spawn in, immediately just start heading upstairs. gonna be the same exact game plan. You shouldn't really need to waste Elevon right here, but like I said, that's up to you. You can actually bring barbed wire, might be a little bit better this time around. You don't really need to make that many impacts. But for me, we're just gonna work with what we got. Get off the fucking radio.
5 seconds left.
So, like I said, same thing right here. Element. This is like a very important element that you need to know for Oregon. Just in general, from where most people push from. This is actually a pretty safe area. If the main objective isn't up here, but like if it's over here, you should be able to push through this window. And that's kind of like my way of thinking is. Most people come through here thinking they can get a flank, get easy access to upstairs, but we're gonna shut that down right here. We'll get easy access to that information. But we're not really worried about Armory Corridor or any of this main stairs or anything along those lines. But what you can do is just really put an LMI right here. That's honestly a better spot than where I had last time. So we're finding out new tricks and stuff for ourselves as well. But you can literally just put it right here. You just saw how much room it covered just from this one LMI. It should trigger like once they get to this point, and then same thing once they cross that threshold. Boom, easy access. Let's go ahead and open this back up because this is going to be the main way where your base of operations should be taking place from. You should be playing in this area mostly as well. Like I said before, anybody comes through here, you're going to be able to hear big window. I would recommend reinforcing these two walls right here, just so people can't just have this opened up and they're kind of just stuck between this and this right here, because they can kind of blow both these walls open. So obviously, with playing as Ella, she's not the strongest. Most people know that, but you can play here in a passive or a very aggressive way. Like I said, it really just depends. I'm not going to bother putting the element right here. Like I said, the reason being is just my team should have access or information on this area. If they're coming from this way, people should know exactly what's supposed to happen right here. Like someone's pushing up, more likely they're gonna shoot the camera. Easy, that's the sound key right there. My team should be coming from this way or this way from shower to contest that. But for the last element, for me, since I'm playing in this area, or I might even be like right up on one ping, kind of, just hiding in the back. This last element, you can really just put either right here below window. So if they jump in and you don't hear it for some reason from this area, or you're kind of over near Armory, that triggers, you'll know that, okay, someone jumped in or someone crossed from here, from the attic area or crossing over the attic, and you can at least know. But let's say you're not too worried about this. Obviously, you can hear that loud ass noise. You can really just throw it up here and then just wait for that. That's if you don't have enough reinforcements and this isn't reinforced. They come through attic right here, you'll know. Like I said, the same thing, just to go over a brief explanation of why I chose the spots. First one being right here, they push up through main steps. You're going to have an easy access to it just from this area, more likely. Like I said, they are going to do that.
15 seconds.
Right here, this door. They come up through here. It's not going to be an easy flank. And they're also going to get hit by this one as well. Not too worried about white steps or a big window.
5 seconds left.
And then, like I said, just come over here in the attic. And then you got the two Ella choices right here. And then right there as well, just to cover down the attic.
What's going on, you guys? If you made it to the end of the video, feel free to drop a like down in the comments. If this video helped you understand Ella a little bit better. With Oregon being one of my favorite maps and Ella being one of my favorite defending operators, as of right now, I thought I would make this video and break it down how exactly I would play Ella on Oregon. Specifically just trying to target where the weak points at would be for the attackers, any flank rounds, things along those lines. That's my main objective of this video, is kind of just highlight my way of thinking and my perspective on what I would do for certain situations. Obviously with different operators on attack, like I said, there's Jackal, Ying, Demo, stuff along those lines. Obviously your gameplay and your game style is gonna have to switch up, but for me this is kind of like a baseline model for you guys to kind of help you guys understand Ella if you're just getting into her, you're having trouble understanding her. I know when I first picked her up, I had a bunch of trouble pretty much understanding her, even though you would think she'd be one of the easier operators to learn, just because just throw her little goo mines down, not her goo mines, just throw her little mines down, and that's kind of pretty much it. Set it and forget it and just walk off. But you still need to be able to know how to act off of her Ella mines. That's kind of what I wanted mostly to bring out, is you really need to play off those Ella mines. Even though Ella, she has a decently, to me, I think it's a decent good gun once you actually do get the recoil pattern down. It is a pretty decent gun. You can take guns fights with her and be really aggressive, or you can play back and be really passive. I kind of do like a mixture in between my play styles on how I want to do Ella. Like I said, it mostly depends on the room and what attackers I think they may have, or what attackers I think they may be bringing, or what information I'm able to gather with the little time that you do have at the beginning of the match. Get those quick scans, kind of see who's there and who's all not. That's pretty much just a breakdown of the video. Like I said, with that, you guys can go ahead and wrap up the video. If you guys could, just please drop a like down in the comments and subscribe as well if you enjoyed the content and you want more in the future. It really does help the channel out a lot when you guys, get like more activity in the feed. Helps boost the community as well. That's mostly what I'm going for. Obviously, that's my end goal for this channel, just have a huge community where people just kind of, come and go, get some quick laughs, get quick information, things along those lines. Like I said, again, I really do appreciate you guys for stopping by, leaving a like, and all the support you guys have been showing me as well. Peace.